Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, let me express my sincere gratitude to His Excellency Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Senegal and Chairperson of the African Union, to the African Development Bank and the African Union Commission for convening this important meeting. Let me recognize my own head of state who is here because I do want to go back home. Thank you, Excellency President Mnangagwa, for flying our flag high. Zimbabwe is going to be exporting wheat soon. We are proud. All of us here today are acutely aware that Africa is in a race against time on food security, especially in the context of COVID recovery, the global hunger crisis, and climate change. Hunger has risen for the first time in decades, but even worse, for the first time ever, the Global Human Index, the HDI, has declined for 2 years in a row. It is so often Africa's smallholder farmers who are bearing the brunt of these concurrent crises. Despite the challenges, I share Dr. Adesina's conviction that we can and must achieve zero hunger in Africa by 2030. I take this opportunity to thank him for his leadership. Mommy did a great job on you. Smile. I am pleased and honored to be here today representing the world's largest publicly funded agriculture research network, the CGIAR, to reinforce our partnership with and for Africa. My optimism that zero hunger in Africa is achievable is grounded in the fact that over the past 50 years, we have seen the development of extraordinary innovations that have improved farm productivity, have improved livelihoods, and boosted the resilience to shocks. As in the past, research and innovation will be central to efforts to transform our food systems and provide the technologies that farmers need today. Over 3 years ago, in response to demand for our country from our regional and science and funding partners, we at the CGIAR began a process of boldly reimagining our mission and strategy. The goal was clear. We wanted to become more integrated, more impactful, and better funded as one CGIAR. That is more than the sum of our parts to come together as a system that is fit for purpose to tackle the complex, interconnected challenges of our era, but more important, to better serve smallholder farmers and our partners in Africa and across the global South. It has been said, but let me repeat with the utmost conviction, CGIAR can only be successful if it is success for Africa, if it is success for Africans and for African farmers. Thanks to the highly constructive dialogue with our partners in Africa last year, we signed the landmark Abidjan II agreement with the African Development Bank, the African Union Commission, and FARA to align and accelerate our efforts to strengthen and transform Africa's food systems. This agreement provides a framework for our organizations to work together even better in strengthening agriculture research and innovation systems at the national, sub-regional, and continental levels, in strengthening alignment between CGIAR and Africa's research and innovation agenda, and most important, in building capacity in African institutions. An action plan is well advanced. It outlines practical steps to operationalize this framework. It aims to maximize the impact of our collective efforts to our beloved continent. In addition, CGIAR's new strategy and research portfolio offer tailored demand-driven solutions to African challenges. They ensure greater inclusivity, transparency and efficiency, and support progress towards the Malabo commitments and the Sustainable Development Goals. In CGIAR's more than 50-year history, we have learned that strong partnerships are the key to scaling locally appropriate technologies to reach millions of farmers across the global south. That is why we are developing a fit-for-purpose partnership model that informs our science and research strategy for Africa. It is also why CGIAR remains a proud partner of TAT, helping to scale proven technologies to millions of farmers. TAT, too, represents our best bet to get back on track to end hunger in the face of the current crisis. We welcome the opportunity to explore how the CGIAR can support this next phase. Let me take this opportunity to thank our TAT champion, the outgoing Director General for IITA, Dr. Sanginga. Please stand. Allow me to also introduce Dr. Simeon Ewi as the incoming Director General of IITA. He's over here, he's standing up. And more important, he is our Continental Africa Director. He will be close to you, heads of state. You can reach out for your sorghum seed. That's what he's there to do for you. And when it's heads of state speaking, we jump and respond. Let me also introduce the incoming Director General of the International Livestock Research Institute, who is Professor Apollinaire Jikeng. We are listening and responding. CGIAR's overarching vision is to build a $2 billion organization delivering greater impact, and this is bolstered by these respected leaders and innovative thinkers. Excellencies, esteemed colleagues, the challenges we face are enormous and systemic, but they are not insurmountable. If we are aligned and moving together on an agreed pathway for action, we will overcome. I am proud of what we have achieved so far and excited about what we can undoubtedly achieve together. To our heads of state, excellencies, thank you for taking charge of the Agriculture and Food Delivery Compacts. I watched with pride as I moved between the different rooms as our heads of state were sitting there championing and detailing what they have achieved and what they are about to achieve. To Vice President Bumba of Namibia, we've heard your cry from this panel and many other cries that have been made. With you, excellencies, in the driver's seat, there is no room for failure. This is the last lap. This is the last departure lounge to destination Feed Africa. We heard you loud and clear, President Macky Sall. The low bar is to feed Africa. This we will have to do without fail. The high bar is to feed the world. Yes, sir, President Adesina, we heard you. Let's all align and seize the moment. I thank you for the opportunity to speak today on behalf of the CGIAR.